Welcome to the John and Heidi Show podcast.
John and Heidi.
Here's John and Heidi.
Today is a special day, Heidi. Do you know what today is?
What is today, John?
I thought you'd never ask, Heidi. Today is Friday, the November the 18th. Holy cow. National Princess Day. So it's your day today, my little princess.
I'm not a princess.
No. Mickey Mouse birthday today. So happy birthday to Mickey Mouse. Substitute Educator Day today. And National, I don't even know how you pronounce this, Vishiasi. Am I saying that right?
I have no idea.
I don't know if I'm saying it right. I'll tell you what it is because I'm Googling it right now. Oh, it's a cold soup that is loved by many. I still don't know what it is. Made with pureed leeks, onions, potatoes, and cream, and chicken. I believe we actually did this same Google last year, and I still don't know what it is. So, all right. Anyway, in addition to those things, somebody who probably would know exactly what it is, Chef Andy Murray. He's my guest today.
I bet he would.
Yeah, you might know his brother Bill Murray or his brother Brian Doyle Murray or his brother Joel Murray. He's got several brothers that are actors. Well, he is a chef, and he's got a restaurant that we've been to. We're going to be chatting with Mr. Andy Murray about his new cookbook coming up.
In good times and not so good times, it's a good idea to be responsible when it comes to spending. At BetterCreditCards.com, we're excited to see our friends like you get a better credit card to fit your needs. Some people like cards with the lowest possible interest rate. Others like cards with no annual fee. And some people like cards with points and perks to take advantage of all the extras available. Whatever you're looking for, we hope you find it at BetterCreditCards.com. Give yourself a little credit. BetterCreditCards.com.
Now, surveys and studies and such brought to you by BetterCreditCards.com. The old saying might actually be true. An apple a day could really keep the doctor away. Researchers say daily consumption of apples and berries and grapes and tea can promote heart health. Study, funded by the U.S. Academy of Nutrition and Dietitians, investigated data from 172 studies on the health benefits of flavanothiols. It's a bioactive compound that's good for your heart. Data showed that the flavanothiols, also found in red wine and dark chocolate, Heidi's attention is now peaked, can improve blood pressure, cholesterol, and blood sugar levels. The lower blood sugar levels resulting from ingestion of the compound can reduce the risk of nerve and eye damage. Scientists are now advising people to eat the equivalent of an apple a day or some berries or 2 cups of tea every day, a combination containing about 500 milligrams of flavanothiols. I don't know if I'm saying that right.
I don't think this is anything new, is it?
I don't know. It's. I've got the info, so if you're looking for an excuse to eat those things, it's in the show notes for today at johnandheidishow.com.
How much do you pay for your wireless phone? Some people spend hundreds of dollars every month for their family. That's crazy! Mint Mobile offers premium wireless for just $15 a month. Not 50, 15, 1-5. Yeah, $15 a month for premium wireless. It's time for a Mintervention from Mint Mobile. You can keep your same phone number. You may even be able to keep your same phone. Find out now at Mintervention.com. Learn more and sign up today at Mintervention.com. Premium wireless for just $15 a month at Mintervention.com. That's Mintervention.com.
Did you know? Brought to you by RadioTravelGroup.com. Heidi, did you know that nobody can fault you for being a bit nervous before you head to the dentist? But now the American Dental Association is telling people to please avoid using marijuana before your appointment. Apparently some people were nervous and they're like, oh, that's going to help.
Yeah, that is a real... it just sounds like a bad idea.
Well, a new poll says more than half of dentists, 52%, suspect a significant number of their patients were high when they checked in. Most dentists say they limit treatment to patients who are high, sometimes forcing them to return for another visit another time, due to concern over how marijuana and anesthesia could impact their central nervous system. 46% of dentists, by the way, say sometimes they need to use more anesthesia because somebody is, hopped up on something.
Huh.
So I would have never even thought to do that.
No.
So... have you ever thought, I'm going to get drunk before I go to the dentist?
Oh, gosh, no.
None of this makes any sense to me. All right. We don't know everything, but now we know this.
John and Heidi.
Now, big screen, little screen, brought to you by ChannelSurferTV.com. Ryan Seacrest is saying toodles to Los Angeles. He unloaded his last property, the mansion that he bought from Ellen DeGeneres. Real estate sources say that he closed on the deal at $51 million. He bought it a couple years ago for $85 million.
Whoa.
So, yeah. Then he listed it for $69 million. Then he ended up selling it for $51 million. So,
she must really want out.
And here's a bizarre story. Rainn Wilson has now changed his name to protest climate change. Rainn Wilson is now Rainfall Heatwave Extreme Winter Wilson. The Office star announced his name change on Twitter ahead of the United Nations Climate Change Conference. Is that just the funniest thing?
What? He seriously changed his name?
He says, this is not a joke. I'm as serious as the melting Arctic. So a 56-year-old actor is a board member of the Arctic Base Camp, a team of Arctic experts and scientists. Anyway, so he's trying to raise awareness is what he's trying to do. So Rainn Wilson is no longer Rainn Wilson. He's now Rainfall Heatwave Extreme Winter Wilson.
Wow.
I've got a link to that story in the show notes for today at johnandheidishow.com.
In good times and not so good times, it's a good idea to be responsible when it comes to spending. At bettercreditcards.com, we're excited to see our friends like you get a better credit card to fit your needs. Some people like cards with the lowest possible interest rate. Others like cards with no annual fee. And some people like cards with points and perks to take advantage of all the extras available. Whatever you're looking for, we hope you find it at bettercreditcards.com. Give yourself a little credit. BetterCreditCards.com.
Now your scoop of the day comes your way, courtesy of BetterCreditCards.com. I got just one story that I'm going to share today because I want to chat about this. They say, what is it about some songs that get everybody out on the dance floor? Well, it's all about that bass, according to researchers at the McMaster University of Hamilton, Ontario. They found that people danced almost 12% more when a very low-frequency bass was playing. I think it all depends on the people, by the way. The team staged a concert using the electronic duo Orphix to perform at the university's Live Lab. Boy, it sounds like a party, doesn't it? The venue was equipped with special equipment, including 3D motion capture, and enhanced speakers that produced extremely low frequencies that were undetectable to the human ear. Throughout the concert, the researchers manipulated the very low bass playing speakers, turning them on and turning them off. They found the amount of dancing movement was 11.8% greater when they were on. They say that with a low bass comes strong vibrations that can be felt in your body even though you can't even hear it.
It makes you want to move.
Apparently, the interaction between the vibrations in our body affects the body's motor system, which is then, researchers think, giving us the urge to dance. So what do you think of all that? Does that all make sense to you?
I think you'll just dance if you like the music.
I think so too. And I can tell you this. I was a wedding DJ for over 20 years. And I had a front row seat to do a lot of experiments based on what songs make people dance and what songs don't. And I'll tell you, so many times it has everything to do with the audience. Mm-hmm. And, you know, there are some songs that you go, okay, I can play this and everybody's going to get up and dance. Not everybody. Yeah. Because there are some crowds where they're just not dancers. They're just not going to, no matter what you do. So, again, I'm glad that they're doing this research. I don't know what good this is. Like, is that going to solve some sort of problem?
No.
Can you think of a single problem?
I can't think of anything that we needed this for, but that's cool. Whatever.
Funded by Beats earphones? I have no idea. All right, scoop of the day comes your way courtesy of BetterCreditCards.com.
How much do you pay for your wireless phone? Some people spend hundreds of dollars every month for their family. That's crazy! Mint Mobile offers premium wireless for just $15 a month. Not 50, 15, 1-5. Yeah, $15 a month for premium wireless. It's time for a Mintervention from Mint Mobile. You can keep your same phone number. You may even be able to keep your same phone. Find out now at Mintervention.com. Learn more and sign up today at Mintervention.com. Premium wireless for just $15 a month at Mintervention.com. That's Mintervention.com.
Thanks for listening to the John and Heidi Show. Super excited to visit right now with Chef Andy Murray. He's got a new book out. It's called Eat, Drink, and Be Murray, A Feast of Family Fun and Favorites by Chef Andy Murray. How you doing, sir?
John, I'm doing great. Thank you.
Well, I'm excited to visit with you. A lot of folks know your family, Bill Murray and Brian Doyle Murray, and you got a whole bunch of brothers, but you are also a chef, and you're an amazing chef. My wife and I have been to your restaurant. We loved it. It was great. And now you're putting out this book, and you're kind of letting everybody kind of see some of the fabulous recipes and things that make that restaurant so amazing.
Well, it's not just there's restaurant recipes. There's restaurant recipes at other restaurants I've worked in over the years. We're cooking for Frank Sinatra and Princess Margaret, but there's a lot of family recipes in it, and there's a lot of stories in it. A lot of family stories and family pictures that nobody's ever seen. And
your family's a fairly large family, isn't it?
Yeah, my parents had 9 children, 6 boys, 3 girls. Edward, Brian, Nancy, Peggy, Billy, Laurie, and John Joel. And we're all very tight, and we're all still friends. That's the great thing.
Oh, that is good. That is very, very good. And when you guys get together, do you have get-togethers where the whole family gets together? Is that tough to get everybody in a room now?
It's harder than it used to be because there's people on the West Coast, there's people East Coast, Midwest. But we have a golf tournament in April down in Florida every year, and we seem to get a very good turnout for that. Nobody's gotten married lately, so we haven't had to deal with that one. But yeah, we still get together. My sister had a big birthday in May, and we had a big party. Yeah,
Nice.
we do get together.
In your new book, Eat, Drink, and Be Murray, what are some of your favorite recipes that people, when they get this, this should be the one they try first?
I think everyone should try the peanut butter mayonnaise and lettuce sandwich. People go, "What? That's crazy!"
Yeah, it
But
sounds weird.
if you taste it, if you don't know what's actually in it, and you taste it, you go, "Oh my God, that's wonderful!" I can make that, and any one of my brothers and sisters will slide over next to me and take a bite out of it.
So what all is on that? Is
That's it.
peanut butter and lettuce and mayo?
And mayo.
Peanut
Yeah, I got
butter,
some friends who can't be in the same room as mayonnaise, but hey, that's their problem.
And I'm looking here. I also see some things like tempting tomato pie and Caddyshack golf balls. What is in a Caddyshack golf ball?
The Caddyshack golf ball is it's mashed potatoes and cheese and bacon that's breaded and fried. And it comes with we put horseradish cream sauce, and it's just killer.
That sounds very, very good. Now,
I sell thousands of them.
and then there's a signature drink, the 19th hole. What goes in the 19th hole? It's the signature drink at Murray Brothers Caddyshack.
Well, the 19th hole's got peach vodka and Aperol, and it's a simple drink, but that's an after dinner. My go-to drink in this book is probably it's either the painkiller or the bloody bull,
Ooh.
which it's just it's a beef broth, Bloody Mary mix and vodka and ice, and it's shaken up, and it'll cure a hangover.
Nice. Well, and the thing that's fun, this time of year, we've got a lot of celebrations coming up where families will be getting together. And when we get together, a lot of the time it's around a dinner table, and there's going to be food on that dinner table. And you could do the traditional thing that people usually do, or you could say, hey, let's do something different. And, in here, again, Caddyshack golf balls or again, a sandwich with peanut butter and lettuce and mayo. I mean, it sounds like some interesting ideas. And you're saying when people try that sandwich, they're going to like it?
They're going to like it. They're going to like it. But I wouldn't, for Thanksgiving dinner, I wouldn't put it out there for Thanksgiving dinner. But I would, I would try. We've got a radish spread and a hot nuts appetizer dip that are both, they're family favorites. They've been served at every one of our family gatherings over the years. But there's a lot of different things you can make in here. There's the standing pork roast is wonderful. It's just it's real easy to make. The dauphinoise potatoes, which is basically just a French version of au gratin potatoes, is quite simple to make also, but just delicious.
Nice. Well, there's a lot of fun stuff. I got to try some of this. Andy, thank you so much for your time today. We appreciate it a bunch.
Thanks so much for having me. I appreciate it.
And again,
have a great holiday.
You do the same. Again, Eat, Drink, and Be Murray, a feast of family fun and favorites by Chef Andy Murray. The foreword by Bill Murray. I've got a link to find the book and all the details in the show notes for today at johnandheidishow.com.
In good times and not so good times, it's a good idea to be responsible when it comes to spending. At bettercreditcards.com, we're excited to see our friends like you get a better credit card to fit your needs. Some people like cards with the lowest possible interest rate. Others like cards with no annual fee. And some people like cards with points and perks to take advantage of all the extras available. Whatever you're looking for, we hope you find it at bettercreditcards.com. Give yourself a little credit. Bettercreditcards.com.
Fun fact for you, Heidi.
What's that, John?
The most used expression in the world is okay. Huh. That's kind of
I
cool.
can see that.
That was invented during a political campaign, by the way.
I knew that.
Yeah. Fun fact for you, Heidi.
What's that, John?
What is called a French kiss in the English-speaking world? What do they call it in France? Do you know?
I don't know.
An English kiss. Yeah.
Really?
So we call it a French kiss. They call it an English kiss. Fun fact for you, Heidi.
What's that, John?
In space, astronauts cannot cry because there's no gravity for the tears to flow.
Oh.
So what happens if they get sad? They just got to hold those tears in?
Oh, no, they just won't go
Float
anywhere.
around. Yeah. Fun fact for you, Heidi.
What's that, John?
The word bidet comes from the French word pony. So why in the world is it called that? Fun fact for you, Heidi.
What's that, John?
A cricket cannot hear its own chirping.
Oh, that's sad.
I know it's not sad. I wish that I couldn't hear the crickets chirping. And our final fun fact for you, Heidi.
What's that, John?
Children grow faster in the springtime, and nobody really knows why. There you go. Several fun facts. Now you know. Thanks for listening to the John and Heidi Show.
How much do you pay for your wireless phone? Some people spend hundreds of dollars every month for their family. That's crazy! Mint Mobile offers premium wireless for just $15 a month. Not 50, 15, 1-5. Yeah, $15 a month for premium wireless. It's time for a Mintervention from Mint Mobile. You can keep your same phone number. You may even be able to keep your same phone. Find out now at Mintervention.com. Learn more and sign up today at Mintervention.com. Premium wireless for just $15 a month at Mintervention.com. That's Mintervention.com.
Time now for the Mint Mobile question of the day. Yay! It's brought to you by Mintervention.com. Here's your question, Heidi. In a survey, 35% of millennials said they are worried the Christmas dinner table conversation will turn to this. What is it? 35% of millennials.
Of millennials.
Yeah, they're worried that the dinner conversation is going to turn to this. It does every year at our house, by the way, for somebody.
Politics.
No, questions about their relationship.
Oh, yeah.
So it's always, you're dating somebody.
Yeah.
You gotta, So I can understand where, if you're having struggles in that department where you're going, I don't want to talk about it. Next, can we just talk about politics, Grandma?
Yeah.
All right, Mint Mobile question of the day comes your way courtesy of Mintervention.com.
In good times and not so good times, it's a good idea to be responsible when it comes to spending. At BetterCreditCards.com, we're excited to see our friends like you get a better credit card to fit your needs. Some people like cards with the lowest possible interest rate. Others like cards with no annual fee. And some people like cards with points and perks to take advantage of all the extras available. Whatever you're looking for, we hope you find it at BetterCreditCards.com. Give yourself a little credit. BetterCreditCards.com.
Now, some weird news brought to you by WeirdGiftOfTheDay.com. Palmer Luckey, founder of the Oculus VR, who sold his company to Facebook, says he's come up with a custom VR headset that would kill a player if they die in a video game. What?
What?
Like literally kill them. Describing the headset in his blog, he said it mainly works on national defense tech in recent years. That's what he's doing nowadays. But he details how he made the Sword Art Online style headset. In that series, players are trapped in a giant VR combat simulation where if they die in the game, it would kill them for real.
Why on
because
earth?
They're laced into nerve gear tech. His version of the concept is a VR headset that is laced with charges that would explode,
What
destroying
the heck?
destroying the brain of the user if the trigger of a game over on the screen happens. However, he hastens to add in his blog that while he has the design and the part of the headset that could kill you, he's got it all designed, the perfect VR half of the equation is still many years out. Well,
Why
hopefully
on earth?
it never happens. Why would you even want to build that? I just don't
guess
get
it would make the thrill of playing a lot more exciting.
I have no interest.
No, well, no.
That's why it's weird news. Brought to you by WeirdGiftOfTheDay.com.
John and Heidi.
Time now for the list. Brought to you by BetterCreditCards.com. I got the second half of the Why Is It's. These are sent to me, and it's little questions that we have to ask
good.
ourselves. Like, why is it we say bye-bye but not hi-hi?
That's
That's a good question.
Yeah.
Why is it there aren't bulletproof pants? That's true. I got a bulletproof
because
vest.
you're not most likely going to die of a. Yeah.
I'm just saying, if you're going to send me the vest, send me the pants too. Maybe some gloves, maybe a little neck protector.
Because have you seen how thick those things are? Could you imagine trying
Just
to
saying.
walk in those?
It's a good plan. Why is it they call it an escalator even when it's taking you down? Yeah. There you go.
Should be a
Elevator also.
de-escalator.
Why is it your bottom when it's really in the middle of your body? Oh, that's true.
Yeah.
It's not your bottom. Why is it semis are actually bigger than regular trucks? You'd think a semi would be smaller. Semi.
Oh, yeah, because of the name.
Why is it things are typed up but written down? Oh, I never thought of that either. And our final one, why is it an alarm clock goes off when it's actually turning on?
Oh.
A lot of good questions that
Yeah.
we don't have answers to, but it is the list. Brought to you by BetterCreditCards.com.
In good times and not so good times, it's a good idea to be responsible when it comes to spending. At BetterCreditCards.com, we're excited to see our friends like you get a better credit card to fit your needs. Some people like cards with the lowest possible interest rate. Others like cards with no annual fee. And some people like cards with points and perks to take advantage of all the extras available. Whatever you're looking for, we hope you find it at at bettercreditcards.com. Give yourself a little credit. Bettercreditcards.com.
Time now for the quote of the day. Comes your way courtesy of InsuranceChicken.com. I love this guy. Rodney Dangerfield. That's who our quote is from today.
I think everybody loved Rodney
He was
Dangerfield.
such a funny guy. He said, I looked up my family tree. I found out that I was the sap. He was such a funny guy. He didn't even really do comedy until he was an older gentleman. He had he spent the first part of his lifetime selling paint.
Yeah.
Isn't that crazy? There, your quote of the day comes your way.
He looks like a paint salesman,
doesn't he?
he?
I suppose. Yeah. I'd buy paint from him. Why not? All right, comes your way courtesy of InsuranceChicken.com.
John and Heidi.
This portion of the John and Heidi Show is brought to you by the John and Heidi Show. That sounds kind of funny, but it's true. Go to your local radio station and ask them to start carrying the John and Heidi Show. Here's the best part. They can carry the show for free. They play a couple commercials, but it doesn't cost them anything every month. So if you know a radio station that could use a little bit of help, send them our way. Send them to johnandheidishow.com. Again, johnandheidishow.com. We would love to do a radio program in your community. Then you could listen to the podcast and listen to us on the radio.
John and Heidi.
We always like to wrap things up around here with good news, and I think this is good news. Oh, man, I just love this story. Comes your way courtesy of radiotravelgroup.com. Here's the headline. Officers respond to an indecency call, but they buy the man clothing instead of giving him a citation.
Oh.
This happened on Halloween. Call for indecency. This happened in Atlanta. It turned into an act of kindness and a big thank you for a kind-hearted police officer. Officer Nigel and his trainee, Officer Y. Profet, were dispatched to a public indecency call in Atlanta. Upon arrival, they observed a man wearing ill-fitted clothing that exposed parts of his body. Recognizing the issue could have been better addressed with empathy rather than calling the police, they chatted with him for a bit, and then they purchased clothing and shoes for the man. It's not for me. I found a gentleman out there who needs some clothes, so I'm doing the best I can, he said, talking to the Walmart cashier on his body cam.
Sure.
Atlanta Police Department praised the officer's actions. Newly sworn Officer Profet had a different kind of training day, they said, witnessing what it means to be an Atlanta PD in real time.
Yeah.
And they wrote on the Facebook page, we could not be prouder of Officer Nigel.
Absolutely. That's fantastic.
Yeah, it is fantastic. And then there's a photo of the gentleman here. I'm assuming after the clothes were on, because he's wearing clothes in this. They've got his face blurred out because they're like, we're not going to, say who this guy is.
Sure.
But it's just neat that happened. And again, he could have arrested the guy. He could have done, there's some things that he could have done that maybe would have been different. But I love what he did instead. I think that's really cool. Don't you?
Absolutely.
It's
It's
really,
amazing.
really neat. I've got a link to the story
Gotta
if you'd
love
like to
our
read
men
it.
and women in blue. I mean,
Absolutely.
You just can't say enough.
And
It's
their job
awesome.
is harder and harder every single day. So when there's something
Absolutely
like
it
this
is.
that's a positive story, I want to share it. And if you see one of these, a positive story, share it with me, and I'll gladly share it with the world.
There you go.
All right. Time to say goodbye, Heidi.
Goodbye, Heidi.
Goodbye, everybody. You can see that story, and you can share yours at johnandheidishow.com.